Hey, welcome to Gab Life. I hope you are all well. Hello, I am at the psychiatrist surgery thing, just waiting. Captain Deljon, my friend. Ugh. I'm just gonna make myself a coffee from their awesome little cafe machine. Let me show it to you. So this is their machine, ps1MnxnmdavDBJO de Diva. I have not heard of Hugh Ross as of yet, but I may look him up later. So this is their little machine that I'm going to rinse out first, which is pretty awesome. Hey, and I don't know which one I should have. They don't actually tell you the flavor. So that one's Milano, and this one is a Valletta, and I don't know what the hell the difference is at all, but we'll try and figure it out. So I'm just going to put one in and then put that there. And there we go, my friends. Isn't that beautiful? And it smells really good. Oh, you can start smelling it now. So let's have a smell. Okay. But look how it's so short. Look how small the coffee is. It sort of comes out like this. So I don't know what to do about that, but we'll see. That is good, but it's strong. So now I'm just going to put in my I've got my artificial sweetener. I'm wearing my jacket because now it's summertime. So on the scooter, on the Vespa, to remain protected, he couldn't hold a pencil till he was 6 or 7. Oh, there you go. Small world. Oh, definitely got an affinity with this guy. So I'm just putting in my artificial sweetener. So with Gabversity, I am going to start probably a new Patreon, a Gabversity Patreon, and it won't matter for you guys because you'll all get grandfathered in if you wish. I'm trying to find a place that has decent lighting. I can't see what I'm doing. But anyway, yeah, maybe this will work. Hello. Or maybe I can go out into the sun. Maybe I'll do that. Let's go sit out here. Oh. No, after you, my dear.
Okay.
Thank you. Alright, so let's have a chat. So what's interesting is that, let's say there are 3 numbers. I can't see what I'm doing out here. I can't even see myself. I'm going to have to put the brightness up. There we go, that's a bit better. So we have 3 numbers. Oh, now I definitely can't see anything. And those 3 numbers are 2.5, 2 1/4, and 2 3/4. Now, there is an enemy of the number 2, and they say that if you are associated with the number 2, then you're an enemy. So, because number 2 is evil. So what happens is that 2.5 is not actually 2, and 2 1/4 is not 2, and 2 3/4 is not 2. But by labeling all of them the enemy, you've actually rounded them all off to becoming basically number 2. So now, instead of your enemy being number 2, it's 2 and all of the numbers around 2. So you've actually rallied your enemies together into one single point. So you've actually magnified and concentrated your enemy, or your imagined enemy, or that could be a real enemy. So I thought that would be good, that'd be something we can learn from, because the radical Stalinists and the hard right, which is not really doing much at the moment, they're doing a bit, but this is stuff we can learn from, and to not fall into the same problem. So to perhaps not call all liberals a certain thing, or all progressives a certain thing, or all right-wing supporters a certain thing. Basically, the answer is when you have people who tend to be more extreme, and it could be extreme in a good way, like, for example, it's just the way they think. So it's not, for example, that they think anything bad, but they have a tendency towards thinking in absolutes. And I have that tendency, actually, which is why I always fight against it. And in mathematics, there's a type of number called a transcendental number, and that is a number where the solution to that number requires infinity. In other words, it is not possible without infinity to actually know the solution. And so the answer is actually, for us as humans, unknowable. For anything in this universe, unknowable. And if you think that there's always a perfect solution, or as opposed to thinking that the idea of progressing is the only way forward, that's where the problem lies. I would submit that there is no idea of this can be correct or this not correct. Hey, I would submit that perhaps the idea that if I know the answer, if I have the complete package, or it's possibly even knowable, that somehow all of life is going to be perfect, that concept itself, even in mathematics, almost every single possible answer to anything that ever exists requires infinity to express the answer. And sometimes it requires an infinite amount of infinities. And so it's not even possibly knowable by finite brains such as ourselves. So I would dare say anyone who perhaps is even relatively acquainted with logic might want to think that our finite brains are not designed or in any way, and I use the word design metaphorically, in any way to be able to perceive complete answers. The fact that people can think they can take the infinite and squeeze it into a finite answer and put it in their head, that's where danger begins. That's my submission. It is a bad connection? Okay. All right, I'll let you guys go. I'll talk when I get better connection. Bye-bye.